Hey, how everybody? Welcome to the Big Chief channel. Yep, today is Wednesday, the 18th of May, and who we have here? We have none other than Ivan Khoo. Hi,
Hi,
Ivan. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How
Right.
everyone?
Okay. Good. In this our channel, we greet people with how you raise our hands. Yeah.
Thanks for inviting me to this
Hey,
channel.
welcome. For the viewers today, we are speaking to Ivan Khoo, the founder of Archbuilders Media, right? And
Yep.
it's a media for building material. That's what I read.
Yes, correct.
Okay, how long have you been operating Archbuilders Media?
1.5 year.
1.5 year, right?
Yep.
So how's business? Probably
Um. Okay. Actually, to run a medias within this pandemic, right? MCO timing actually is quite easy.
quite easy.
Yeah.
Wow. You guys
Yeah.
listen to it.
Yeah,
So
because my partner and all of my staff, they are strong in digital marketing.
right, good, very
So
good.
that's how actually we engage people more into digitalize. Of course, we will print out the hard copy magazine in future, but not now. So this is
Yeah,
how we actually engage with our clients using Facebook, website, and also this kind of
good,
digital marketing channels to reach them.
good. Your first question for today. Tell us about your company. What does Arch Builders Media do?
Okay. Let's make it more easier lah. So what we do is we are helping building materials companies, okay, to bring their clients to the right clients. What does it mean? For example, like there's a lot of magazine, a lot of medias. They talk about a lot of lifestyle properties, right? But I found out that there's not a lot of medias really like to talk about uh, technologies and building materials. For example, like we talk about glasses, we talk about steel, talk about roofing, for example, right? Painting. So that is how we come from. We are more into technology part, into building materials. For example, the tractors, how to use the cement and etc. So like flooring, there's how many type of flooring that we have, stone composite, wood composite. So our core is we want to bring out the right technology to the right market, right? Because different developer, different architect, they want to build their right building. They want to build their buildings for community, for the society, for the peoples, right? So they need to know actually how to improve their technology from time to time. So this is what Archbuilder Media do. We recognize and promote building materials item to architect and developer as well. Yep.
Right. Sounds like a big thing that you are doing to enhance and to add value to the building industry. And
Yes, correct.
actually, I this is the first time hearing about media in the building industry in the building industry.
Yeah,
Well
yeah.
done, well done. Now you said you founded this Arch Builders Media, recently, not too long ago, right? But I believe,
If from planning, actually, it's more than 3 years. But when you say about startup, everything's proper, right? It's 1 and 6, 7 months nearly.
oh, good. This so tell us about your background. You know, what's your education background and how do you get involved in this industry actually?
Sure. Um, okay, if you look at me, right, I look young, but actually I'm not young. I'm 38 years old. So I'm in the market actually as a business development more than 15 years already. So My background education actually I start from media's mass communication. So what we do is that's how actually I engage with media uh, 15, 16 years ago, right? So after that, what I do is I become a salesperson starting, in the building materials company selling lock set, the door lock, right? And then cement, right? This is how I engage with building materials, software system like AutoCAD about drawing for the 3D drawing, and so and so forth. So actually, this is how I'm getting in. So last 2 years, I joined the companies in properties magazine. They are doing very good to promote properties. But at the time, I was thinking that why we promote a lot, why there's a lot of people promoting properties, but nobody's that actually promoting building materials that actually build the whole property. So from the idea, then I starting to get a lot of my team. This is how I starting my background and education and how I touch this in this industry. Actually, yeah.
Very impressive. Uh, how many staff do you have?
Currently, I have 9 staff.
Nine staff. Huh? Okay, good. I believe that you do a lot of training with them. You do a lot of teaching with them, and coincidentally, we are promoting the Teachers' Day week. So,
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
the theme basically this whole week on the Big Chief channel is basically about teachers, right? So, how do you see yourself playing a role as a teacher to all these people, to your friends, to people who you inspire?
Yeah. Okay. Um, for this question, I would like to go to the most traditional answer. That is a set by example. I think this is the most important things. Even in
Sorry
the
to throw,
families.
sorry to throw these difficult questions.
No, 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 no. This is a
We call it the
very
curve, we call it the curve ball.
yeah. This is a very exciting. I mean, it's a very
Yeah,
good question. So,
thank
as
you.
a parent, as a father, right? So, how are we going to train people? This is always is a question for us. How are we going to train people? Then first question, I mean, first answer for me is a must. You have to set yourself as an example, right? For example, like if you're not a person that will appreciate to people, then your staff they won't appreciate. So if you are appreciate a person that will appreciate people, thankful, then you will get the people's come together with along to you. Then when we go to the trainings, like what you mentioned just now, how actually I train my staff. So first of all, I do a lot of research. And nowadays, young people, most of my staff are below 30 years old. Right? How we train them actually is we did a lot of research. Then from the market, right? So to train them, like okay, like this, how they do, then what you need to do. Okay, so my staff, I have a graphic designer, I have a content writer, I have an editor, I have a digital marketing team with me. So together, all of them, right, is very hard, right? For example, like, hey, graphic designer, if they will clash with marketing people, why this idea, why that idea, right? Editors, they are more into wording, right? They won't feel the branding, right? So this is the part that I need to come into to gather this kind of talent people to group them. This is the most important things that I need to do. So that's why, of course, beside training, I think the culture of the company is very important. Right? If you don't have a culture, your training is just a training. Right? You come here, you learn 1 + 1 = 2. But when you have a culture with your team, then your training will be more effective. People learn from each other. Okay, they are willing to say yes. They are willing to say sorry. Right? They are willing to tell you, okay, they are wrong. I think this is the most important culture that you have in a company. Training is not by a day, 9 to 10 or 6 to 8. Training is ongoing. When the time that you log in, you're late, then you say sorry. This is the first training that okay, you will say sorry. You will apologize. For example, like as a boss, when you're late, will you apologize? If you do it, your
Yeah.
staff will do it. So for me, training is from time to time, right? Of course, this week is the teacher days, right? Then,
Yeah.
yeah, I think this give me one a memory that okay, actually we have to really appreciate to all of our clients, our investors, even our mentors, right? Thanks to everyone to helping me, especially in this channel, right? It's giving me a chance to share. So sometimes we need some refresh. We need some good environment. Okay, good energy together. Work with together. Right peoples. Then that's how we grow. Okay, in our company culture. Yeah.
Very good. This sounds like what I was doing before, team building. And
Yeah.
we've got a formula. If you do a correct team building, you achieve what we call a synergy. And synergy is one plus one is more than two. You
Mm.
know, yeah, where do you get your background from? I don't believe you're a professional trainer of that sort, but where do you get all these uh, ideas or knowledge from?
Oh, of course, in the market, then we can see there's a lot of mentor in the market. They are teaching all those things, right? From my previous boss also, there's a very important learning from my previous boss. My previous companies, how they train us. Even in Australia company, in the SME companies, right? It's not from a formula like okay, I learned from a course. Actually, I learned from a lot of people, right? So people they have their own strength. They have their negative, right? So if you keep on look at people's negative, uh, it's a bit hard for you to learn. So I like
Yeah,
to learn the positive energy, positive thinking, positive skill from the people, right? So this is how I come from. That's why I changed quite number of job before, become a general manager, become a sales manager from the staff, get fired from some companies. This is all gone through before, right? So that's how I learn step by step. People scolding me, my senior teaching me. Even I learn from junior. For example, like now, some of my staff, 24 years old, 23 years old, right? I learn from them actually. So their creativities, right? Their feelings right now, their thinking, their thought, their environment. So this is how I learn from them because I need to know the future. A company, if you want to walk further, you have to know the future. At least you have to predict your future. Then this kind of people, this kind of stuff, I mean, they are our future. They are our future. If you treat them as a staff, then it's a bit hard lah. It's a bit hard. So this is how I treat my staff and how I work. Yep.
very good. Do you have to undergo professional education, like getting a degree on
No.
or something? Yeah. So
No.
you are a product of the University of Hard Knocks, we call it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah,
I like to learn from travel. So I go to China,
traveling.
I go to Korea. Sometimes when you're sitting there drinking a coffee, you see the culture, how they serve the coffee, how their kids, kindergarten, everything. You spark something in your mind actually.
Yeah,
So I think this is one of my strength lah. I mean to analysis people, right? This is one of my strength that I don't know where they come from, but thank God.
yeah. Probably you get your ideas, your building material ideas from the travels you've done, also, right? Because I believe
um,
people from different countries do things differently, right?
yes, actually, within this MCO, I received few calls from Taiwan, from China, because previously I was in properties magazine. So when they have their
Ah,
new technology in the market, so they will call me. They said, "Hey, I want to connect with the properties developers in Malaysia, architect in Malaysia. So you are the jalan, something like that." So from there, I was thinking that, yeah, I think this is one of the uh, blue ocean that I can go in,
Very good.
to promote a very boring topics like building materials. When I talk to people, it's like, huh? What are you talking about? Right? If you
Yeah.
are not in this industry, it's a very niche industry. But this is how I build my business. I have to go to into this unique industry because a lot of building materials company, they already passed their business to a new generation. You get what I mean? Previous building materials, all actually they want to pass to their new generation. But for the new generation, what they need to do, they need to know branding, right? They need to know marketing. So the because it's quite it's more competitive right now. A lot of new technology that you don't really see it. For example, like if there's a glass, right? I
Yeah.
click the button, the glass can change to your logo,
Wow.
something like that. Yeah, so there's a lot of new technology come in. So I think this is for the improvement in development in Malaysia. So that's how the passion come in from me, from myself. Yeah, yeah.
What kind of products do you market, or do you deal with? Like, do you do magazines? Do you do like billboard advertising, or what kind of media products that you're involved in?
We are doing digital copies of the magazine right now because
Mhm.
from the digital copy we will blast it out FOC to those right people like developers, architect, main con, consultant, engineer. They all. I have the database, right? So we will blast it out. So this is the first thing. So after 6 months, after I compile 30 clients, I will print it as a booklet. I will print it out and send it
Ah,
again to them. Yeah. So in digital online, what I can do is first I can target the right database. Second, I can target the right interest people from Facebook. So in digital way, I have few way. I have email, I have my website, I have Facebook. At least three channel to reach them. Right. If you talk about magazine, it's a bit hard. Magazine, I only can send to their office. Right. Whether
right, right,
the
right.
reception open it or throw it away, I'm not sure. Correct or not? So
Correct,
both way
correct.
actually we have to go to. We have to go. Right? We cannot say that. Oh, nowadays a lot of people ask me, Ivan, now nobody read magazine. I said not nobody. It's you are not. It's because of you didn't read. Right? Right people they still will read. Right? For
Correct,
example,
correct.
like yeah, a lot of people now move to the digital, so they are not going to print the newspaper. But is it true? Not really. Not really. Right?
Mm.
People still want to write something, right?
So
So
you, yeah.
yeah,
Sorry, carry on. Sorry.
yeah, it's okay. So this is how we do lo. People's
Good.
previously people's what they do is the print magazine, right? They bundle with online. For me, I changed the another way. We build online with free magazine. This is how I do the
Uh,
advertisement in the market right now. Yep.
to all the new viewers that came in, we are speaking to Ivan Khoo, the founder of Arch Builders Media. Right.
Hmm.
So we
Yep.
continue with our session, and you mentioned that you give away free viewing. So where do you actually monetize your business?
Oh, free viewing. Of course, when the clients they want to do the advertisement, then they need
Advertise.
to. So
Yeah.
we will do the advertisement. So we have another channel is digital marketing. So for example, like we help them to manage their Facebook, their website, their SEO, but we are
Oh, okay.
focusing in building material, right?
Okay.
SEO,
Okay.
website, Facebook. Normally, what can we can see is food, right? In
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah. Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
but for branding, right, actually it's quite interesting if you do it branding for building material in Facebook. You know why? Because everyone is looking at Facebook. All bosses is looking at Facebook. Those people that register Facebook now already 40 years old, 45 years old, 43 years old. Correct. So they have the buying power. I mean, they have the decision, right, for your brand.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
You
that's why I have
mentioned.
a few clients. Yep.
good. You mentioned earlier before that you mentioned the word blue ocean. That means you have very little competition, right?
Very little
How
competition.
many players are in what doing what you're doing?
Uh, I can say none, but if
None.
it nearly close, right, you have 3 to 4. Yeah, because some of them they are not a media, they are association.
Ah, I see.
They are
Okay, okay.
association. Some of them they are event company. We are not. We are more into focus like media to promote the right market. If you like to talk about we are more into marketing side. Marketing side. Yeah.
For your own company, right? Do you also advertise and to tell people that you exist? How do you do it?
Not really, not
Not
really,
really.
because we are not in mass market. We are more into architect and
A
building
niche
materials, right?
market, right? Okay.
Yes, yes.
So
So normally
what?
we only send email blasting or more targeted to this kind of client. But of course, in future, there's a few plannings coming in. We will have a small scale of networking with within this industry player, and we are planning to have a building materials award. I mean, in next year. In next year,
Ah,
right?
that's
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah.
Now
To
you mentioned
recognize.
that
Hmm.
yeah, you mentioned that you've been in this market for quite a number of years. Means to tell me that you have survived this pandemic period, these 2 years of what we call the dark years of Malaysia
Not
or dark
easy,
years
not
in the
easy.
world. So
Yeah.
how do you manage to do it?
Um. Wow. Uh, I really have to thank to all my team. My drop rate. I mean, my peoples that resign. Within these 2 years, only one, and it's an intern.
Oh, okay.
So, which means I have zero resignation from my company within these 2 years. So I really feel
Congratulations.
that I thanks them that they believe my dream. They believe my dream. So within these pandemic times, right, I didn't really treat them as my staff. I treat them as my partner because why? Um, sorry, hold on. Okay, because why? I always think that what kind of business I can do with them. So of course, for example, like my PA, she's my PA, but actually she's my partner also for another business. Right.
Mm,
So this is
okay.
how the relation all of us can build up. Like we are helping each other to build our own business and empire. Right. So within these pandemic years, of course, a lot of our clients, friends, supporting me actually. So they give me a lot of ideas. Like for example, like we know each other in the entrepreneurs elites, right? In
Yeah.
elites. Yeah. So this channel also is very important for us, right? I know a lot of good people like Vanilla Cream, Dr. Irvin, like you. So a lot of I really feel that this is a very thankful place that I can know a lot of people and giving me a lot of chance, giving me a lot of positive. So that's
Yes.
drive me to move on, right? Of course, I capture the channel in digital marketing. So I
Yeah.
help 70 plus companies within these 2 years to manage their Facebook marketings, right? They are doing quite well. Yeah. So I think this is the whole story for my MCO. Yeah.
Very good. I believe the collaboration and also networking is very, very important. And then
Yeah, it's true.
let's talk about mentors. Do you have any particular mentor that you like to thank or has helped you a lot? You know?
Oh wow. Mentor a lot, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Is it correct that if I mention his name here? Previously, when I was in another company, right? When I starting, okay, I want to say that okay, I want to build my own business. Then I call this brother. I said, "Hey brother, if I fail, can you hire me? If I fail, can you hire me?" He said, "Ah yeah, you come to my office lah. You come and talk to me lah." So actually, he's Nelson lah from
Ah,
Vanilla Cream. Yeah, I call him. I say, "Hey, if I fail, can you hire me?" So he gave me a lot of brotherhood mentor. He's not the person like, okay, I teach you this, teach you that. He's giving me a lot of ideas, and say that, okay, how you should do. He encouraged me. I think this kind of mentorship, I really feel like, oh, it's a wow, it's a push, maybe for me to move on, right? So I thank Nelson. So within these few years, I know Dato Erwin as well. Yeah, he also give me a lot of chances. Like, hey, I have this platform. Can you help me? Why not we do together? We connect our own networkings. To build up um, uh, our business. Yeah, this is a really thanks to Dato Erwin and also Nelson. Of course, I have others mentors. Like it's a bit hard for me to mention all of their name.
correct.
Yeah. So thanks for this question. Yeah, so that I can mention both of them, giving me the chance. Yeah, to grow actually.
Yeah, you have mentioned two of my greatest friends and influencers. They're so motivating when you talk to them. Yep.
Yeah.
So now we have reached the final minutes of the show, and what are your final words to all the viewers out there?
Final words lah. If you want to say in
Words
Chinese,
of
easier lah.
wisdom. Huh? No
You
problem.
want to
You
say
can say
in
in
English
Chinese. You can say in
it's a
Chinese.
bit
You can
hard
say
for
in
me.
Chinese. No problem. You can
Uh,
say in Chinese. We are Malaysian.
Yeah, actually, yesterday there's another one of my friends. So because I will become their leader in some camp, okay. So he
Oh,
asked me also. He said, "Hey, what is your code, right? What is your code?" And that's from there. I was thinking this. I have a lot of code, right, for different
yeah.
different way. But if I want to talk about the code for me to grow, right? First of all, it's always, I'm not sure that I don't have the right nice sentence word, but if I translate directly, is always remember where you start from. Always remember
Always
where you
remember
start from.
your roots.
Yeah, your roots. Yeah, the
Yeah.
passion, the passion when you're
Yeah.
starting, right? Because people will lazy, when people will become devil, sometimes, so always back to your passion, back to your beginnings, right? Remember where you want to start, what is your goal, right? I think this is the most important words for myself. I think this can share to all of the
Right.
audience here. Yeah, I hope everyone can get something from here. Yeah, yeah.
Are
Thanks.
there any way for people, who knows that they are building people around here? How do they contact you? Would you like to
You
announce your
can
phone
contact
number?
my phone number, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just name my number, or how? Yeah, you just contact me,
Yeah.
or if not, you can put into the comment. Yeah. So we can put the comment there, and easier for you all to capture, and then we can contact via WhatsApp, call. Feel free to call me. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you like to announce your number over here.
Yeah. Yeah. Where should I write?
Never mind. You just tell me, and I'll type it
Oh,
out.
okay. 018
Yeah.
988 3316.
All right. I got it. Zero one
Thanks.
eight 988 3316.
Yes,
Yep,
correct.
that's how you contact Ivan. And all right, we have had a very, very interesting session today. We thank you so much, Ivan, and thank you most the
Thank
viewers
you.
for today and
Thank you.
for the records. Okay, to help us grow, kindly subscribe and also press the bell button. Okay, it's free of charge. You don't have to pay anything. Right? And
Okay, thanks.
we appreciate each and every